Hey guys, sorry this is taking a while, but today I'm going to do a little review on my completed um, boring head. Figure we'll start with the drawing. Um, Overall, the drawing's pretty good. The dimensions you need are there for the most part. I did run into some issues. Some of the dimensions were not marked properly. Like right here, for instance, we have center to center marked, right? But if you go to this guy, we have the outside edges marked. I'd rather see center to center. If you're drawing this, and you're not a machinist, you may not understand that. We don't have a dimension from the outside to the inside, or a single datum point that is then dimensioned to everything else. This one I had hell of a trouble with because it's so three-dimensional that it was just very confusing for me. But it is drawn well. It's just my brain didn't work. And that's about it for the drawing. Like I said, overall, pretty good. It could have used a little input from an experienced machinist, somebody probably more experienced than myself. But put that away now. Now, with that said, I want to make it very clear that I did a very terrible job on this. I rushed it most of the time. I didn't finish it completely. Like I should have countersinked these holes. There's no dial. I don't actually have a proper boring bar. I've just made that out of mild steel just to test it. And overall, it was just a terrible job. I'm going to pull this apart and show you each piece individually now, so I'll be back in just a sec. Alright, I'm not going to pull it apart any more than this, but somebody mentioned that it would have been a lot easier if I had a lathe, and they're absolutely correct. But what I would have done is just machined this square, did all the inside machining on this guy and this guy over here, put them together, and then put them in the lathe and machine them round. Because I made this completely out of aluminum, let me get a little bit better lighting here. Because I made this completely out of aluminum, I ran into some issues. This retaining nut lock thing, it pulled out. You can see there's a movement there, and that's because the size on this little slit here calls for it to be 1/8 of an inch, and this nut here was about 30 or 40 thou larger than that 1/8 of an inch, so there wasn't a whole lot of material for this to grab onto, and it just tore it right out. Don't make any comments about the finish, because I know the finish isn't great. Dovetails work beautifully. I am super happy with that. You can see there. This one's a little mangled, but that's only because I had a screw go through and knock it. Overall, it turned out okay for the materials and the time that I put into it. Would I make another one? Probably. Would I make another one that same size? Absolutely not. If you are going to try this, I would recommend getting the drawings and scaling them up at least twice as large. If you're ambitious, I mean, do whatever you want. But after this project, I'm probably just going to go out and buy a $40 boring head. Spend 25 bucks on a few decent boring bars, and call it a project. I want to make it perfectly clear, the drawing was not the issue with this. It was my rushed approach to it that caused a lot of the issues with it. Next week, I have a few videos that I want to put up, but I don't know which order they're going to go into. So I'm going to say next week is going to be a video from I'm gonna say next week is a video that I've shot and I just haven't edited yet, from the cottage. It's not a project video. And then the week after that, we have plywood, we have 1x4s, we have some molding, and we're gonna do some woodwork. I've done a lot of machining videos in the last couple months, and I want to switch it up a little bit. So, you guys have yourselves a good day.